Merak etme, bizim yanımızdakiler devrilmez. Evet, bizim yanımızdakiler devrilmez sevgili dostlar. Herkes kanalımıza hoş geldi, sefalar getirdi. Bugün siz sevgili dostlarımızla birlikte 22 Aralık iddia tahminlerini değerlendireceğiz. Seçmiş olduğum 4 maç var. Bu 4 maçı birazdan sizlerle paylaşacağım. Öncesinde şuraya bir gelelim, şuraya bir parmak basalım. Bir hafta sonu geçirdik. Şunu söyleyeyim, gruplarında da söylemiştim, videomda da söylemiştim zaten, zor bir hafta sonu olacaktı. Bu neyden kaynaklı? Birincisi Afrika Kupası var. Bazı takımların kalbini söküp alıyorlar. İkinci
Sağ ol Yılmaz.
WhatsApp grubumuza gelmek isterseniz 531 969 1316. Ücret bilgisi vesaire almak isterseniz buradan 724 bana yazabilirsiniz. Ben sizlere geri dönüş sağlıyorum. YouTube'dan ya da videodan geldiğinizi söylerseniz aramıza indirimli bir şekilde katılabilirsiniz. Skor sorumuz Gençler Birliği Trabzonspor bu maçla ilgili görüşleriniz ya da başka maçta olabilir. Yorumlar kısmına yazmayı unutmayın. Sizlerden ricamdır. Eleştirileriniz varsa saygı çerçevesi içerisinde onları da yorumlara yazabilirsiniz. Onu da belirtelim sevgili dostlar. Dedikten sonra gelelim hemen ilk maçımız. Başakşehir Gaziantep Futbol Kulübü. Gaziantep'te enteresan bir olay yaşandı. Burak Yılmaz gitti. Yeni bir teknik direktör gelecekti. 48 saat sonra Burak Yılmaz tekrardan geldi. Yeniden anlaştılar. Aynı zamanda Rize'den de 5 yediler ya biliyorsunuz. 5-2 mağlup oldular kupada.
Sağ ol Koray.
Kötü gidişatlar.
Düşüyor. Mesaj düşüyor.
Full kadroydu gidiyor. Başakşehir karşısında.
Şey çekiyordum ben de. O indirimdeki altınları aldım da.
Eksik yok yani. Mertular hepsi oynuyor.
Belki yayın durmuştur o yüzden.
İşte Aminarit var. Böyle bizi heyecanlandırabilecek. Oynuyor.
Ne açıyorsun? Bir saat sen maç mı açıyorsun? Yayın mı açıyorsun? Yayın mı var senin Yılmaz?
Kalitesizlikten. Ayakları kalite olmaz.
Ne
Kafada
demiş bu?
Rize'den de onda 31 9. Düşünüyorum. Bakıldığında
Bakalım ne diyor.
Başakşehir Gaziantep Futbol Kulübü. Gaziantep'te enteresan
Hem
bir olay
dinleyin.
yaşandı.
Ses geliyor mu size bu adamın sesi?
Teknik direktör gelecekti. 48 saat sonra Burak Yılmaz tekrardan geldi. Yeniden
Ha
görüştüler.
tamam.
Aynı
Bakayım
zamanda
ben
Gaziantep'te
senin
iş yerine
isminden
biliyorsunuz.
kanalına
Var
bakayım
kupada.
Yılmaz.
Ee,
Dur şu adamın konuşması bitsin
böyle
de.
gidişatın devam edeceğini düşünüyorum. Bakıldığında ben
Bu
Gaziantep
mu bu
tarafında
şeyci bu ya?
eksik. Ağırlığımızın daha
İddia
eksik.
yorumu yapıyor bu
Futbolcumuz eksiği yok.
arkadaş.
Bayo mayo hepsi oynuyor.
İddia fakültesi
Kadroya gidiyor.
diye bir arkadaş.
Başakşehir karşısında.
İyidir.
Başakşehir'de de
İddiaları tutar.
Operi ve Kemal milli takımda. Onun dışında onlarda da bir eksik yok. Yani
Hem dinleyin
Berk
diye
var,
şey
Zoyla
yapıyorum ben de.
Şomoğlu var. Feyzullah var, işte Amin Halit var.
Ne
Böyle
diyor
bizi
bakalım.
heyecanlandırabilecek olan Başakşehir cephesinde. Opoku var.
İşte biz
Defans
de bir
hattında
şey
var
yapamıyoruz ki
baktığımızda.
şey.
Oynuyorlar. Biraz daha arayış
Yılmaz.
içinde olan iki takım olduğu için, yani gol yönünden bizlere zevk vermeye
Onu
çalışacak.
ikinci yer alacağım ya. Dursun mu? Hemen patlatmayacağım. Top açayım bakayım ben. Ben top açmam arkadaşlar. İndirimdeki paraları aldım. Düzgün bir şey gelirse yine hani efsanelerden falan. Ne bileyim şey gelir belki diyorlar ya. Geçen Çakır öyle bir yayın açmış. Adını siz söyleyin. Thierry Henry bir şey koydu başlığa da öyle adamlar gelirse açacağım ben. Normal şey gelirse açmayacağım arkadaşlar. Bu normal her zaman gelen adamlar gelirse açmayacağım. Artık bundan sonra sadece şey gelirse özel adamlar. Thierry Henry, ne bileyim Robben eski Bayern Münihli, ne bileyim başka kim gelebilir? Ya onlar gelmez de hani şey, adını siz söyleyin. R9 Ronaldo var, Brezilyalı. Ondan sonra şey, adını sen söyle, bir tane daha var. Neydi Fransa'nın orta saha oyuncusu lan? En beklediğim adam o zaten benim de. Onların hep Real şeyle, FIFA ile anlaşması var. Onları getirmezler diyorlar ama. Neydi adı benim? Tek beklediğim adam o. Ee, ya niye bende unutkanlık başladı ya? Bilmiyorum, iyi diyorlar onu şey. Koray. O yeni gelen adama. Pogba değil, yok be. Ha, Zidane evet. Tek beklediğim adam o yani. O gelirse alırız arkadaşlar. Yani demek istedim kısacası, o tür adamlar gelince bekleyeceğiz onları. Onlarla oynayacağız. Hani onları çekeceğiz. Parayı da biriktirmiş olacağız. Hem daha iyi olacak. Anlatabiliyor muyum? Şimdi indirimdekini aldım. Ben onu normalde her yerim gıcışır yani. Bir an önce kaşınırım ben. Hani ona bas, buna bas. Oradaki para gözüme çarpar. Ama 107 ölümüş galiba o son oyuncusu. Ha, bilmiyorum valla. Bana lazım değil arkadaşlar. Ben almayacağım. Alacaksanız alın. İndirimli. İndirimli şey işte be. Orada altınlar geldi ya yeni. İndirimde. 23 günü mü? 24 günüm var. Onu diyorum ben. Hani oyuncu olarak indirimli de şey, ücretsiz oyuncu mu? Ben ücretsiz oyuncusan şeyi alacağım arkadaşlar. Biraz sonra adını da onu diyorum. Ha, coins işte, onu değil. Ben şey, bu bedava verecekler oyuncularda Oliver Kahn var, Cart var ya. Ben oradan Inzaghi veyahut da şey olur. Inzaghi'yi almayabilirim de o ne onun adı? Defansın adı, bir tane defans var. Barcelona forması mı var üstünde bilmem. Adı neydi? Adını söyleyeceğim size biraz sonra, bir dakika. Hep bunu diyorum lan. Bende bir unutkanlık başladı arkadaş. Anlamadım ben ya. Oy. Ha, Ferrer'di değil mi o? Evet. Zanetti istemiyorum ben ya. Bana oradan bir tanesi çıktı zaten bedava. Tek attım. Adam çıktı oradan. Kaldı kaç oyuncu vardı orada? 7 mi 6 mı kaldı? 5 diyelim lafın gelişi. Neyse. Oh. Yedim golü. Kısa olsun, ben seviyorum adamı. İyiydi, o iyi adam, o çok iyi adam bak. Ben size söyleyeyim. Sonra demedi demeyin. Like attınız mı arkadaşlar? İlk maçın günahı yok arkadaşlar. Yenilebiliriz ama atarız. Bilirsiniz. İş var, sende var, iş yapmıyor. O zaman bakacağız bir işte karar verelim bir şeyi de bakacağız. YouTuber'lar ne diyor, ne yapıyor, kimi alın, kimi alman diye. Ona göre, onlarda da vardır onlardan da. Ona göre karar vereceğim. Tam emin değilim işte. Çünkü oradan bedavadan geldi çektiğimiz. Şimdi bir daha çekeceğiz. 20 tane daha mı? Bilmem kaç tane daha çekeceğiz. Hoy hoy hoy hoy. Olmadı. Hop. Hadi oğlum. Ulan o da olmadı. Like atıp abone olmayı unutmayın gençler. 1500 abone olalım. Hedef şu anda 1500. Varsa arkadaşınız link paylaşın yani arkadaşlar. İyiyiz iyi. Sabah sabah iyi başladık. İlk maç normalde yeniliyorum ben de. Geç her şeyde yeniliyoruz da. O kadar iyi değiliz de. Ama ilk maç genelde ısınma maçı gibi olduğu için aslında şeye gireceksin. Ne onun adı? Etkinliğe girip öyle gireceksin. Bu arada etkinlikleri de bitirdim ben. Bugün ne pazartesi mi? Yeni etkinlik geldi mi acaba? Gelmiştir. Oradan 50 altınları biriktirelim bakalım. Oo koş oğlum. Adamı yedi lan. Yedi lan adamı. Ver hoca kırmızıyı. Biraz sonra bakacağız. Dur bitsin de maç. Oradan ben karar vereceğim ya. Kimi alabiliriz? Zanetti. Ya benim ihtiyacım yok. Sadece bedava diye hani çekiyoruz ya. Olsa da olur, olmasa da olur arkadaşlar. Of neler oluyor. Tuzak bu oyun. Tabii canım tuzak olduğunu herkes biliyor arkadaşlar. Ama oynamak için oynuyoruz yani. Başka FIFA oynayacağım ama bunu oynarım. Anladın mı? Tuzak olduğu şey şu. İnsanlara paralarını soyup oyuncu aldırıyorlar. Tuzak 1. Tuzak 2. İnsanların önüne mesela 3. klasmandasın. Gidip de sana 1. klasmanda adam getiriyor. Ne bileyim 2. klasmandasın. Gidip ilk tam çıkacakken 1'e çıkacakken ilk 10'dan ilk 20'den adam getiriyor. İlk 50'den adam getiriyor. Ya böyle bazı çok saçma sapan şeyleri var. Geri kalanı oyun olarak benim hoşuma gidiyor. Benim oynamak hoşuma gidiyor. Yani bunu oynamaktan zevk alıyorum. Anlatabiliyor muyum? Ama tabii dediğim gibi bir sürü 3-4 tane sayılabilir. Belki daha fazla da sayılabilir. Çamurlukları var yani bu oyunun arkadaşlar. O da şey olarak oynama değil de insanları aldatma olsun. Ne bileyim algoritma olarak olsun. Bazı çamurlukları var yani. Onu kabul ediyoruz. Şerefsiz. Konami'nin o kendi şerefsizliği. Oyunun suçu yok. Anlatabiliyor muyum? Konami orospu çocuğu çünkü. En başından Türkiye'ye bir kere server getirmemesi ayıp yani. O var. Türkiye'de server'ın olmaması nedir arkadaş? Bu Konami'de dünyada 2. sıradaymış Türkiye. Para harcama bakımından, soyma bakımından. Adamlar soyuyorlar. Bir de gidip şey yapıyorlar, donsuz bırakıyorlar. Hani amına koyayım bari server'ı ver, ne bileyim bakımını yap, ne bileyim iyi bir şeyler yap. Ha o zaman desin ki adam, arkadaş ben bu oyuna para harcıyorum. Tamam mı? Bari beni sikmiyor. Hani sikmek tatlı geliyor affedersin. Razıyım demesi lazım yani insanların, anlatabiliyor muyum? Ya bana sorarsan örneği çok arkadaş. Ben çıkıyorum tam bir 2 puan ne demek ya? Biraz daha mesela lafın gelişi 28 puan veriyor değil mi? Birini yendim. 31 verse 2 puan daha verse mesela ne bileyim çıkacağım. Ama ne yapıyor şerefsiz? 1'e çıkmasın diye uğraşsın diye gitsin oyuncu alsın diye, anlatabiliyor muyum? Gitsin oyuncu alsın, şunu yapsın bunu yapsın diye 2 puan daha vermiyor bana. Gidip beni bırakıyor orada 1789-88 puanda. Anlatabiliyor muyum? Böyle şerefsizliği var yani bunun oyunun. Algoritması çok değişik yani, anlatabiliyor muyum? Düzgün değil yani. Bir şeyler yanlış. Orası kesin Allah'ın emri de. Ama oynuyoruz. Dediğimiz gibi oynayacağız. Yapacak bir şey yok. FIFA oynayacağım ama bunu oynarım arkadaş. FIFA gibi salak bir oyun görmedim ben. Yok komple hem o komple şey yapacaklar. Komple birleşecek Türkiye. Şey yazacak. E-mail yazacak. Ne bileyim e, adamlara sürekli rahatsız edecekler. Şundan şikayetçiyiz. Bundan şikayetçiyiz. Bu ne? Bu ne rezillik gibisinden sürekli şey yapacaklar. Ondan sonra e, tabii ki en başta dediğin gibi şeyi bırakacaklar. Coin almayı bıraksalar ama bizim Türk olarak da şey çok. YouTuber çok, ne bileyim şey çok. Onlar vazgeçemez maalesef. Coin almaktan mecbur oyuncu şey kasacağız diye. Sen söyle. Takipçi kasacağız, izlenme kasacağız diye. Onlar vazgeçmediği için ilk önce herkesin, bütün büyük YouTuber'ların, ne bileyim takipçisi çok olan adamların toplanıp birlikte imzalı bir mektup yazıp, e-mail yazıp adamlara göndermesi lazım. Bak bu böyle böyle. Eğer bunu getirmezseniz herkesi, bütün takipçilerimizi de şey yapacağız. Takipçilerimizi yayınlarda uyaracağız. Kimse coin almasın, kimse böyle tehdit edeceksin. Tehdit etmezsen olmaz. Ya zorla, ya seve seve, ya biliyorsunuz gerisini. Ya seve seve ya da zike zike derler yani. Boşuna. Neyse, oralara nereden girdik? Dur bakayım. Tuzağa muzağa düşmüyoruz arkadaş. O senin paran varsa tamam mı? Bak şimdi ben coin alacak. Ben de affedersin. Ben çalışmıyorum bir seneden beri arkadaşlar. 1,5 seneden beri. Coin alacak, coin'e para alacak, para ayıracak şeyim yok yani. Anlatabiliyor muyum kısacası? Eskiden bu kadroyu yapana kadar ben bu kadroya kaç para harcamışımdır? Çok para harcamışımdır yani. Kitap yapsam ben hiç hesabını tutmadım. O zaman çalışırken hiç gözüme şey gelmiyordu arkadaşlar. Ha, al ulan 50 altın, al 20 altın, 100 altın, 1000 altın. Hiç gözüme şey gelmiyordu arkadaşlar o zaman çalışırken. Ama şimdi alamıyorum. Ne oldu? Nasıl aldım bugün o indirimdekileri mesela? Dün akşam şey tutturdum. İddia tutturdum. 3 kupon tuttu. Ondan gelen parayla gittim indirimdeki altınları aldım şu anda. Anlatabiliyor muyum? O dura koyacak kenarda. Biriktirem diyorum bu sefer. Harcamayacağım bu sefer arkadaş. Etkinliklerdeki altınları da alacağım. 50-50, 100-100. Mesela demin attım 100 altın şeye. Atmasam olurdu. Niye atıyorsun ki, değil mi? Oraya yazıyorsunuz. Ben sizi cevaplayamıyorum. Belki bir şeyler yazıyorsunuz da. Telefonu açmam lazım. Durun. Oyundan şey yapamıyorum. Bu adamı benim böyle oyalamam lazım arkadaşlar. Bir tane daha atmam lazım veyahut da. Ne oldu bu yazılardan göremedim. Çok mu açtım? Yok. Çok güzel. Hadi oğlum be. Adamın önüne gitsene. Al onu. Ya niye alman ya? Şimdi yazılarınıza bakacağım ben de. Ne diyorsunuz? Telefonu açmam lazım da. Bu adamın şeyini de izliyordum ben. İddia yapacağım bugün. Bugün güzel maçlar var arkadaşlar. Fulham, Nottingham Forest var. Ondan sonracıma şey var. Sen söyle adını. Trabzon'un maçı var. Başakşehir'in maçı var. İki tane şey. Napoli maçı. İtalya'dan mı var? Öyle bir şey var. 2-3 maç yapacağız. Oradan tutanlarla ne bileyim idare ediyoruz ya. Çarçurt. Dün 150 pound falan tutturdum arkadaşlar. 150 pound ne yapıyor? 57 liradan hesap edin. 100 pound 5700 yapar. Yarısı 5700'ün 2500. İşte bayağı tutturduk yani. 5000. Aynen. Doğru diyorsun bak. Tabii zararımız olmasın diye uğraşıyoruz arkadaşlar size. Biz izle ama yaptığımız dediğin gibi aynı. Söylediğin söz doğru. Abi bizde ne cevherler var ya. Dünya sıralamasına çıkacak çok adam var Türkiye'de de. Şey olarak sen söyle. Maalesef dediğin gibi server olmadığından. Hadi oğlum. Linkleri WhatsApp gruplarınız var mı arkadaşlar? Arkadaş gruplarınız. WhatsApp grubundan paylaşın bakalım şey. Anam ono. Of be atamadı penaltı. Düğün dur bakayım. Bu adam ben sonra dinleyeyim de yazdıklarınıza bakayım ya dur. Yazdıklarınıza bakayım ben en iyisi. Bu adamı sonra dinleyelim maçı. Bir saat oynarız yeter. Benim oğlan kalkana kadar. Benim oğlan bu aralar şey oynuyor. Red Dead Redemption oynuyor arkadaşlar.
Benim oğlan kalkana kadar. Benim oğlan bu aralar şey oynuyor.
Cowboy şeyi. Ne yazmışsınız bakalım sayın arkadaşlar. Biter mi abi? Çok yazmışsınız maşallah. Bu adam ne yaptı? Bu adam çıktı mı yoksa? Dizilim hoşuma gitti ya. Fena değil arkadaşlar. Hoşuma gitti. Şunu değiştireceğim sadece. Buraya gulit alalım. Sağ ol. Teşekkür ederim. Yılmaz. Şimdi Yılmaz'ın şeyine bakayım. Kanalına git dedim. 121 tane şeyi varmış. Ben de oldum abone bak. Şimdi 122. benim ha. Ol'u da işaretledim. Ol demek hepsini. Koller kanatlanır yazmış. En son 14 saat önce atmış. 2-2 Yılmaz ailemizden 3-3 ve 2 retailer 1 ailemizden görüntüler. Bakalım sonra inceleyeceğiz Yılmaz. Oldum 122. benim. Abone olarak. Aha penaltı. Bismillah diyoruz arkadaşlar. Haydi bismillah. Kimin kadrosuna? Benim mi? Kimin kadrosuna bakayım dedin sen Koray? Yılmaz'ın mı? Bakalım ona ben de bakayım biraz. Ama bu şeyi kapatmam lazım. İncelemem için videolar. Bakarız. Bir iki tane şeyine bakalım. Kadrosu görünür orada. Haydi bismillah diyoruz. Atarsın onu koçum oradan be. At oradan golüte be koçum be. Çakar onu golüt be. Affeder mi onu be? Bu çocuğum benim be. Paslaşmalar. Şu şeyi değiştireceğim. Biri kırmızı olmuş. Veron çok çabuk yoruluyorsun ibne ya. Niye böyle yapıyor bu? Buraya seni alacağım lan. O değil. Pardon. Seni almayacağım vazgeçtim. Seni almıyorum. Buraya ben aşkımı alayım arkadaşlar. Çok severim kendisini. En sevdiğim oyunculardandır. Buraya da Pele. Artık bir değiştirelim. Buraya da bunu alayım. Evet, kendi aranızda maçta yapabilirsiniz arkadaşlar. Ben zaten şey yapıyorum, bana soruyorlar, ben takipçiler arasında kendi aranızda yapmıyorum. Ben oynamıyorum. Oynadım birkaç kere canım, yalan yok. Takipçilerle oynadım da. Çok oynama. 2 kere mi oynadım öyle bir şey. Ah be geçiriver be oğlum be. Ama adam çıkmadı. Ben bu adamı değiştirmeyi unutmuşum ya. Niye değiştirmedim ben onu? Allah Allah çıkmıştı lan.
Oh, easy pickings there. Knocks it into space. He's in Pele. Gets the chance for a shot.
Pele. Hem yazıyorsun hem oyun mu oynuyorsun? Nasıl oluyor klasmandayken? Her parmağımda ayrı marifet var diyorsun ya. Evet 5-1. Bir çık da git de be kurtulalım be çocuğum. Şu adamımı değiştireyim. Bak dizilim biraz hoşuma gitti. Like attınız gençler. Bakayım kaç like var. Bu yaşlı abinize bir Like atmışsınız. Güzel. Abone olmayı, like atmayı, linki paylaşmayı, hype atmayı unutmayın arkadaşlar. Hype atmasının nasıl olduğunu biliyor musunuz arkadaşlar? Var mı hiç hype atan aranızda? Hype nasıl atılır? Engelliyiz biz. Bizde tükenmez. Bizde keyif tükenmez. Aynen öyle. Aynen. Güzel güzel. Ben de yaparım. Ben yemek bile yerim oyun oynarken arkadaşlar. Siz beni bilmiyorum henüz. Yemek yerim, bir şeyler içerim ne bileyim. Ayağımla oynuyorum arkadaşlar ben elimle yemek yerken. Kontrolleri ayağıma alıyorum. Hadi koçum be. Heh. Evet. Midey. Adamın adı Midey. Midye mi adamın adı arkadaşlar? Şöyle bir 20-30 tane midye olsa da nereden geldiyse aklıma yesek. Hani oldu ya? Kaç sene oldu yemeyelim. En son gerçi Türkiye'de de artık bir şeylere güven olmuyor. En son Almancılar yedi de öldüydü ya. Aile yok oldu ya midye yüzüne. Tabii canım bir çıksan daha iyi değil miydi? Öyle kaleciyi beklediyorsun. Aslanım benim de. Seviniyor Gattus abimiz. Evet şimdi şeye bakacaktık değil mi arkadaşlar? Hani 1408 ne lan? Ben daha fazla olacak sanıyordum da dün yenilmiş miyim ben son? Bu 3'ten gelmiş zaten ya. 3'ten geldiği nasıl da belli oluyor görüyor musunuz değil mi? 2'den gelen adam farklı oluyor. 3'ten gelen adam farklı oluyor. 2'ye çıkamamış. Şimdi bunlar gelmiş bak yeni paket. Bu çok güzel görünüyor şu özellikle bu. Dominik Szoboszlai. Şimdi buradan arkadaşlar bana bu herif geldi. Bilmiyorum nasıl bir herif nedir. Daniele Mosoro. Geliştirmedim bile. Bir geliştirelim onu da. Şimdi buradan bu Ferrer'i alırım diyorum ben. Benim için boyum önemli değil. 1.70. Güzel adam diyorlar arkadaşlar da. Buradan hani kimisi Xavi Alonso diyor. Bilmem benim Xavi Alonso gibi bir sürü adam var ya. Valla bu da var bende. Stefano Fiera var bende. Çok güzel adam. Ha, düşme diyor. Ha. Buradan şeyi alacağız. Daha gerçi bedava ücretsiz açılışlar var da ücretsiz açılışlardan hiç gelmezse başka buradan Kaan olur, Ferrer olur, Zanetti olur, Inzaghi bilmiyorum. Bedavadan kimi çekerim arkadaşlar bilmiyorum valla. Ben Ferrer'le Inzaghi arasında şey yapıyorum. Bu nasıl acaba? Zanetti mi diyorsunuz? Olabilir. O zaman üçlüyoruz. Zanetti, Ferrer, Filippo Inzaghi. Çekme izni geldiğinde bakacağız üçünden birine. Buradan zaten çekecektik. Buradan çekeceğiz. Bunu Masaro gelmişti. Şimdi bak altınımız var. 2772 arkadaşlar. Ücretsiz altınları aldık oradan. Mağazadan. Pedafa aldık arkadaşlar. Bakın başka bir şey yok. Şu ikisi de duruyor. 23 günü kalmış. Aslında 150 altın da orada var da niye verem ya? Oyuncu mu lazım bana? Şimdi ne bakacaktık? Şey yapacaktık. Evet şu herifi bir geliştirecektik de bir bakalım. Normal düz basacağız ya geliştirme. Basmış mıyım lan ben buna? Basmışım ya. Baksana. Rezillik arkadaşlar. Baksanıza şuna. Ya şuna bak. Şu hep yeşil meşil bir şeyler. Olmaz ki abi. Çok şey yani. Hmm. Maalesef çöp. Çöp tabii ya. Yo satmam durar. Kenarda dursun. Böyle şey kartları satmıyorum ben. Efsane kartları satmıyorum. İleride belli olmaz bu işin. Bu Konami'nin ne bok yiyeceği. Takas makas gelir. 3 tane der, topa der, şu oyuncuyu veriyoruz der. Takas getirir. O zaman kullanırız. Anlatabiliyor musun? Anlatabiliyor mu diyeceğim. Anlatabiliyor. Aa şey gelmiş dur. Şuna da bakalım dur. Ne gelmiş bir bakalım. Ha bunu yapmamıştım zaten. Bunu yapmamıştım. Burada bir şeyle altın veriyor mu? Ha altın veriyordu. Bunu yapsak olacak. Kaç günü var bunun? 6 günü var. Bunu yapmam lazım. Altın veriyormuş. Buradan ne vermiş? Ha, buradan da bu gelmiş. Altın yok. Bunda vardır altın. Şunda. Varmış. Bunu alacağız. 6 günü var. Şimdi şeye biraz daha bir iki maç daha yapayım da. 2'ye çıkabileceğiz mi bakalım. Veriyor yapacağım onu. Altın. 2'ye çıktım 2 kere. Geçen gün işte düştük. Olmaz ki abi. 1'e çıkacağımıza 2'den aşağı düşüyoruz ya. Biz 3'ün adamı değiliz abi. 2 tamam hadi 2'yi kabul ederiz. 2'de takılırız ortalarda. Ama 3'ün adamı değiliz kesinlikle. 1'e de zar zor çıkıyoruz. Rezillik arkadaşlar. Sayın Alper abimizin lafıdır. Rezillik. Bırak klasmanı diyor. Ben niye bırakayım klasmanı ya? Yok abicim ben klasman oynarım ben ya. Takılı kalmam. Ne oynayacağım? Gidip de etkinlik mi yapacağız orada? Etkinliği yapıyoruz zaten ara. Bazen etkinliği arkadaşlar yayın bile açmıyorum ben. Ne yapalım? Allah'ın emri o. Bizim Türkiye'de biliyorsunuz bir kişi 10 tane kelime söylüyorsa 6 tanesi küfür yani. Yapacak bir şey yok milletin. Hele şu anda daha beter. Küfürsüz işte YouTuber olmak için küfür etmemen lazım arkadaşlar. Takipçi kasmak için küfür etmemen lazım. Kısacası. Ne bileyim biraz daha centilmen olman lazım. Carttı curttu. Şunu şu mavileri alalım ya. Mavi gördüm mü hoşuma gidiyor benim. Şöyle o maviler gerçekten de fark ettiriyor. Oğlanı kaldırıyor yukarı mavi yapıyor. Ondan sonra daha güzel oynuyor arkadaşlar. Bir farklılık hemen hissediliyor. Küfür abi. Ya çocuk ne yapalım arkadaş? Çocuk takipçim çoktu benim arkadaşlar. Görseniz çoktu. Herhalde yani. Abi istemeden ediyoruz ya. İsteyerek olmuyor. Yani oyuna sinirleniyoruz yapıyoruz. Yoksa normalde ben normal hayatta fazla etmemeye çalışıyorum yani. Gerçi ediyoruz da. Gene ediyoruz. Hemen attı adam. Oğlanı ne yapacaksın abi? Mavi yapmış adam. Kaldırmış yani sistemi. Ne yapalım? Yürü koçum ben biliyorum da atıyorum abi. Ah be yapma oğlum bir sıyıttır be koçum be. Bir sıyıttır aslanım be oradan be. Bir sıyıttır da gömçüreyim be. Abi de bizde şey de var biliyor musunuz biraz? Sen söyle. Ne diyorlar ona? Köyden köylü olduğumuz için şey de var biraz. Ne diyorlar ona? Siz söyleyin. Ah be. Allah'a ucuz kurtardım. Konuşmamız biraz şeye kayıyor arkadaşlar. Köy diline kayıyor bizim.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both
must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here. He's a sharp little ball
Ah
here.
be oğlum be.
Out to the left it goes. Musiala. And he welcomes it in. Just eases him off the ball. That's very neat.
Amına kodum oğlu
That
seni.
is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. Can he finish?
Yavrum Messi be. Almıyor mu bu ibneyi ama yine de oynuyor be.
Besiktas take
Aldım
the
mı
lead.
bazen iş yapıyor. Ben niye sevmiyorum Messi'yi arkadaşlar? Kanatlarda topları hep veriyor rakibe de. Sürmüyor. Ben gerçi ben süremiyorumdur onu da. Beceremiyorumdur da. YouTuber'lar manyak oynuyor bu Messi'yle. Aha Allah'ına kurban hadi. Yapma bir geçir koçum be. Bir geçirseydi var ya. Golün dibini görecektik yine. Sıyıracaktık ekmekle. Ah bir ver be. Allah cezanı versin. Bir verebilseydi orada da goldü. Gitti goller ya. Oo, motor severim arkadaşlar. Bende de vardı ama benimki tabii büyük motor şeylikti. Yamaha 125. Neydi onun adı? Siz söyleyin. YBR. Kara yılanımdı benim. Kapkaraydı vallahi. İlk çıkan hem. 2006. İlk çıkan seri. Her şeyin biliyorsunuz arkadaşlar ilk çıkanı çok güzel olur. Ama Allah izin verirse Türkiye'ye döndüğümde alacağım arkadaşlar. 250'lik ne bileyim. Fazlası zarar abi. Motor ölüm makinesi ya. Düzgün kullanmazsan. 2 lastikli sonuçta. 4 lastikli değil. Onun için çok dikkat etmek gerekiyor. Aşırıya kaçmamak gerekiyor. Motor tehlike. Ama ben seviyorum arkadaşlar motoru. Düzgün kullanacaksın. Yolda düz yolda basacaksın. Hava atmaya kalkmayacaksın. Hava atma her şey zaten hava atmadan geliyor insanın başına. Oo bu kadar basıyorum. Oo. Kızlara hava atayım. Oo bilmem ne. Ondan sonra geberip gidiyorsun işte. Neler öldü neler toprağın altında bizim motordan ne arkadaşlar var. Onun için çok dikkatli olmak lazım. Kamyonun altına giren mi istersin? Neler neler. Yazık oldu çocuğa ya. Nereden aklıma geldi şimdi bunlar? Motor işi sakat. Ama düzgün kullanırsan. Gerçi her suç. Arabada da öyle. Sende olmuyor ki suç. Karşıda olduğunda bile geberip gidiyorsun arkadaş. Düzgün kullansan ne kadar düzgün kullansan da köşeden yırtık dondan çıkan şey gibi daşşak gibi çıkıveriyorlar arkadaş. Önüne. Neyse.
Now it's Mbappe. Nuno Mendes. That's a cute ball. Musiala unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Luis Suarez.
Ama öyle olmaz ki bu. Niye böyle yapıyorsun Suarez? İbnelik yapmasana. Evet maçın sonucunu da yazın gençler. Kim yenmiş? Yılmaz mı yenmiş? Ekleşin yapacağım ama fazla ekleşmeyin. Tehlikeli şeyler olmasın arkadaşlar. Lütfen. Ekleşelim falan olmuyor Yılmaz. Çiftleşelim der gibi. Tövbeler olsun.
To look back on the first 45 minutes. Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions. They've been a bit exposed. So
Ne yapalım be işte. Gırgır şamata ya. Baksana. Ulan be yavşak. Düzgün atmadı ya. Ama bu adam beni gol atacak gibi geliyor. Allah'tan. Oh, oh, oh, oh, oh, oh, oh, oh, oh. Çok güzel. Sakin ol. Sakin ol kaplan. Tövbeler olsun. O nereden çıktı lan? Ölüm. Zaten amına koyayım şeyiz. Sen söyle. Yarımız. Bir de ölelim mi amına koyayım? Daha Allah herhalde o kadar izin vermez. Vermiş zaten vereceği kadar cezamızı. Bu yaşta ya nereden dedi şimdi onu? Ulan ne adamsınız ya. Abi ben düzgün kullanırım motor arkadaşlar. Hız yapmam fazla. Düz yolda basarım yalnız. Affetmem. Yol boşsa, yol izin veriyorsa. Fazla maceraya gerek yok. Adam valla şey oynuyor arkadaşlar. Adam şey oynuyor. Sen söyle. Hadi al onu be. Ne oldu? Nerede? Ne yapmışız? Şerefsiz hakem. Ne yaptım ben? Hiçbir şey yapmadım orada. Kaymadım. Önüne yatmadım. Vallahi billahi atıyor daha aşağıdan öbür tarafa gidiyordu. Ben sağa çektim. Baksana bak. Gerçi tutacakmış kaleci.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break. They're coming again and again. You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. Well seen. Saw that coming. That's great positioning. So good from.
Ben orada şut çekecektim. Tuşu yanlış bastım. Allah cezasını versin be. Al onu. Al onu lan al onu. Yavşaklık yapma al onu. Abi ya. Nereye attı bak. Ben oraya at demedim sana onu ya. Alacaktı. Almadı.
Hakimi. Ball looks a good one. Now that is a hefty challenge. Beckenbauer. Musiala. Now that looks a decent ball. Musiala. And it's made its way to him. Nedved. Oh, Red, nice interception.
Çok iyi geldim ama.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare. Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. And the shot! Big relief. Just needed better contact. Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realized. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Roberto Carlos. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Besiktas clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence. Not the most accurate pass. Well, the idea was a good one.
Yakalarsam sikerim ama öyle hareketler yapıyorsun ama yakalarsam
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time. Besiktas still ahead by the game's only goal. And here's Mbappe. That pass isn't the best. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster. Foden. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Neymar. Passes short and sharp. Paris Saint-Germain really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Aimed beyond the defence. Nuno Mendes. Musiala. And we're done. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Messi claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So what do you take away from it all, Jim? Yeah, clean sheets and hard grind will help you go places. And
Make up a brand new dance to the song. The best dancer wins. The worst dancer is a loser. You heard me?
well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Boy. Oh, it's gone in! Oh, it's unfortunate. Took a touch off the defender, and that can happen. It's a huge moment for the game and a shocking moment for him personally, but it happened at the best possible time. This is recoverable. So 1 moment's crazy confusion, but they all count. Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck. He gets big! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome. That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled. Can he get it through? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made. Besiktas clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. Vieira. Now that looks a decent ball. Owen. Davids. Now it's Owen. Shot could be... And Messi! Vieira. Besiktas leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Greenwood. Can he get on the end of this? He's had a shot! He has done it! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up.
Chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Looking for a runner, and he's intervened well there. Now it's Pedro Neto, João Neves, and it's Gerrard. Now it's Nedved. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Gerrard, over to the left, Pedro Neto, and that's aimed into the middle. Messi was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And it's Gerrard. João Neves, played out to the left flank. Pedro Neto has it in a wide position.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
And that is expertly dealt with. Davids. Veron. Well, that has not gone well. What a throw in. And he cuts out the supply. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Greenwood. Aimed beyond the defence. Knocks it out wide. Well read, nice interception. It's a pretty loose pass. Messi. Guardiola.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Gerrard, a player who needs no introduction. Guardiola.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Nedved. Oh, well played, well played. That has been slung wide. It's a good run down the left-hand side. He's a sharp little ball here. There's no flag. And we have our very first corner. Keeper's dealt with that. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Nedved. Nedved! They want to be quick to recover this. And Owen! Just a fraction high.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Ekitike looking to add to his goal. Lyon couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Threads one in. That ball looks a good one. Ekitike gets through on his own. Lyon have got it back and they'll have another go. Gerrard stood his ground strongly. Tries to pass it through. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Nedved. Now it's Owen. And he's away. Owen! And it's hit the woodwork and out. Good effort. And it is right on half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. Besiktas get the second half started. Nedved was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he's picked it up out wide. That's good play. Plays it across. Climbs up big! Oh, that passes. And another try! Oh, off the bar! And it's Gerrard. He's found a way past. Now it's Owen. Marquinhos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. João Neves. Ekitike. And the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold hurtling down that right flank. Now it's Owen. Lyon are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, and certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
They get a throw in. João Neves engages and forces him off the ball. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And they're on! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Pedro Neto. Makalele makes the interception. No, he's just misjudged that one. Pedro Neto is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Gerrard, distributed tidily. He's shifting through the gears here. Not the most accurate pass. Nedved, pass somewhat off target. And it's Neves. Now, can they get him away? And that could set him on his way. And he's intervened well there. Alexander-Arnold. Ekitike. And that pass just didn't quite work. Davids, it's a pretty loose pass. Thuram. Oh, that's a key interception. Knocks it into space.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Owen finds himself offside.
Changement pour l'Olympique Lyonnais. Le numéro
We have got
22,
changes here
le
from
numéro
both
20,
sides, in fact.
le numéro 19. À leur place, le numéro
Lovely
11,
pass, but can he
le
get
numéro
there?
5,
And he welcomes it in.
numéro 21. Changement en cours.
Owen with the delivery.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Out to the right. Now it's Wirtz. Wirtz going face to face with his great rival. He's found a way through. Goes for a shot! Hits off target and by quite a way. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Roberto Carlos, and this is Owen. He's picked his way through. Defending of the desperate variety. Lyon have reclaimed it. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Pele. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Gerrard. Now it's Cruyff.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now it's Pele. Thuram
Additionnel.
looking to play him in. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. That's a lovely, neat pass. And that interception was... And time is up. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better.
Aralarında bir şey mi var böyle?
Sağ ol Ali.
Gelince sonra
Hoş
sikeyim de ne
geldin.
bileyim. Bahar, efendim anneciğim.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here. Shot a goal! Well, there's an early warning shot across the bow.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Besiktas with the corner. They're first. Keeper's dealt with that. And it's... takes a shot! Vieira gets rid without sophistication. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Great defending, strong and determined. Great vision. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
That is good alertness. That's a throw. Ronaldinho. Now Davids. Now, can they get him away? He won't be happy with that one. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
And no, that was never going to make it. Cafu. Calafiori. Roberto Carlos. Can he get on the end of this?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And this is Hullet. Besiktas have the chance to go the other way. So we're still where we started right now. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Vieira bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Owen. It's a pretty loose pass. Owen is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
That's been cut out, well played. Calafiori can so cleverly bypass the press. Roberto Carlos goes on a run down the left wing. Genuine physical edge about this game, it is quite attritional. Ronaldinho. Davids. And it's Hullet.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And the keeper beats it away. Not the most accurate pass. Hullet. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Deftly out wide. And it's Thuram. Mohamed Salah. Oh, that was vital. Played towards the front line. It's just beyond his reach. Owen. Owen was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Mohamed Salah. Davids. Cafu.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that could set him on his way. And he's intervened well there. And that is as far as they're going to go. That is ended up in no man's land. Played through into space.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And this is Hullet! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
A probing pass. Thuram calmly anticipates. Mohamed Salah picks it up out wide. Raya breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Davids. Cafu. It's Hullet. Looking to play him in. He's found some space.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Ah, good steal. He just read it. Ronaldinho. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Tries to play it through. Ronaldinho cuts it out. And that'll be the last act of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How would you review the first half?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And the action is back on the way.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
And this is Messi. Mohamed Salah. Oh, good take in a good area. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Now it's Martinelli. Oh, that's a key interception. Davids. Roberto Carlos. Vieira. And it's Davids. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Pass somewhat off target. That has been cut short. Tries to pass it through.
Oh, really well played.
Very nicely done. Can he get it through? Ronaldinho. Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. That ball looks a good one. Arsenal needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Well, that has not gone well. Almost an hour gone. Davids.
Besiktas have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
He's got away. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection of...
It's Salah! Martinelli. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Roberto Carlos. Hullet. Davids. And this is Pele. Hullet is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run.
Chance for a shot! They've done it! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Besiktas have fired themselves in front.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to...
Oh, he's caught him in or out. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Real pressure penalty, this. Oh, great save by Dina. Plays a shot. Tries a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
That was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end.
Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Look at the Pele!
Arsenal really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And it's Hullet. Mbappe is onto this. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. It's a pretty loose pass. Looking for the run. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Knocks it into space. Besiktas leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Played backwards here. Not the most accurate pass.
Substitution for Besiktas. Number 8, Hullet. Number 25, Messi. Number 20, Mohamed Salah.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Number 5, Vadio. Coming on the field, number 14, Johan Cruyff. Number 7, Nedved. Number 23,
Ødegaard.
Suarez.
Oh, nicely intercepted.
Number 15,
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
substitutions taking place.
And it's Ødegaard. Pedri, a player who needs no introduction. And this is Luis Suarez. Pass somewhat off target. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
He made it look a bit predictable.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Threads one in. Cruyff. Oh, super find. He's shifting through the gears here. Pedri. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Besiktas have held on. They have doggedly sometimes. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, Peter, I think it would be impossible to overlook this fella, Lamine Yamal. Obviously, he's often deployed as an inverted winger, but what stands out in his game is that he really thrives on one-on-one situations, and I always think that that brings excitement and entertainment to a game of football. And of course, his job is to supply, and it's never as easy as people think, but he's doing it quite well.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. It's played through for him. And he's only too happy to take that back. Distributed tidily. Yamal in acres of space out wide. Well, that has not gone well. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Lovely feet. And this is Messi. And the finish! Goal! Barcelona! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Kane really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So, a breakthrough already. He's gone for goal! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Abiati chooses to deal with it himself. Oh, that's well spotted. Kimmich. Hazard.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Nicely spread. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Back in possession and ready to go again. Now it's Kane. And he welcomes it in. Gattuso is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And the pass is intercepted. And he's intervened well there. Looking for options for movement. Ibrahimovic. It's a mighty effort! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Oh, they could be caught out. There's the shot! Ibrahimovic, driving forward. Played out towards the right wing. Incoming delivery. Climbs up big! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Great vision. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. De Bruyne. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Looking to play him in. Guardiola. A player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's in on goal. Ibrahimovic was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Saliba spots it and intercepts. That has been slung wide. Tries to pass it through. Hazard. Owen. Guardiola. That pass has been well intercepted. And here's Yamal. Yamal is fouled. Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. And it's De Bruyne. Kane receives it in a good position here. Kane proves just a little bit too strong. It's a good run down the left-hand side. It's a pretty loose pass.
Sefe'yi niye GF yapalım? Adam forvet değil mi?
That is one way to stop him.
Zaten gol kaçırttırım da. Yapayım.
Just make this. And we've reached half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Tamam.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. And this is Nedved. Pedri.
Görüyor musun hatayı? Adam alıyordu Nedved.
And Yamal. Pedri. De Bruyne. Barcelona looking to pass their way through.
Şeye bastım ben ya. Pozisyon takibi de bastım. Herhalde olacak gibi biraz. Bir boya.
Messi, who does have an assist to his name. And this is Kane. Kane has been
Ya omuz attı amına bizim adam ya.
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, this looks sharp. Ibrahimovic. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Kane. Oh, this is a great position. Chance! Goal! Barcelona! And again they hit the front. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And it's Azar. Now it's Pedri. And this is Messi. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, good read. Looking tidy in possession here. Not the most accurate pass. Pedri. Back into the middle. Now that looks a decent ball. Yamal receives it in a wide position. And this is Messi. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Aimed beyond the defence.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Out towards the flank. Barcelona finding their passes.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Besiktas may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Kane couldn't squeeze it through. Pedri. Now it's Kane. Oh, good spread. Played back in. And here's Yamal. Some really good ball movement. Nice physical challenge. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Well read. Nice interception. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Yamal. And it's Messi. Now it's Pedri. Yamal. And it's De Bruyne. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Goes looking wide. The ball has bounced loose now. Saliba. De Bruyne. Besiktas must do something here and very quickly.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Gattuso demonstrating his defensive quality there. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Barcelona clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. Nedved. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area.
Böyle orospu çocukları var işte bu dünyada. Böyle anasını siktiğimin orospu çocukları var. İşte bu yani. Kahpe karı çocuğu bunlar, böyle olanlar.
So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal scoring opportunity.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Pete.
Nedved! Beautiful from Nedved! A finish right from the top draw. They have stolen level at the last.
İşte böyle orospu çocukları var. Böyle orospu çocuklarına bu top anasının amına girsin. Tamam mı? Anasının amına girsin bu top. Amına kodumun çocuğunun. Nefret ediyorum abi böyle insanlardan ya.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve.
Bak.
Okay, there isn't
Bak
much
amına
time
kodumun
left,
çocuğuna
but
bak.
if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Ya neler Barış ya. Adamı dinden imandan çıkarıyor şerefsiz gansızlar ya.
Shot could be on, and he's so...
Al anan amına girsin kahpenin çocuğu. Al işte anan amına girsin kahpenin çocuğu. Tamam mı? Anan amına girsin bu gol. Amına kodumun çocuğu.
Forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Ya canım sıkılıyor ya. Böyle insanlarla oynamaktan canım sıkılıyor. Yemin ediyorum var ya. Hello. Hello, what do you got? Vallahi Yıldırım delirtecek adam bunlar ya. Şerefsizler ya. Abi ben hiç yapmayı sevmiyorum. Bak gerçekten de gole giderken ben kaymıyorum. Tamam o herkesin hakkıdır. Oyun izin veriyor böyle bir şey. Ama yapmayın abi yapmayın böyle şeyler yapmayın ya. Yapmayın abi kimsenin hakkını şeyini yemeyin amına koyayım. Böyle ben hadi şansımdan attım diyelim şeyi. O golü frikikten attım diyelim. Atamayan adam atamasaydım ne olacaktı? Yani ne olacaktı yani? Yedin böyle yaptın o faulü, golü de yedin anan amını da gördün. Ama ne gerek var abi? Belki atamayacağım kaleci tutacak. Neler ya. What happened already? You start.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
And already we're underway here.
Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Albert Ferrer. Played over towards the opposite flank.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Chouameni. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Beckham. Turns back here, probably the best option. To Gerrard. He's had it taken off him. Played out to the right. He is through here. Now that looks a decent ball.
Ah be.
Was a
Ulan
lot of
kaçırdık
caution
golü be.
efforts, but in the end it's fruitless. Beckham. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Pass somewhat off target. Mohamed Salah. Played out towards the right wing. Mohamed Salah in acres of space out wide. Chance! No, not the best of headers.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
So it is still 0-0. Oh, easy pickings there. Aimed beyond the defence. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Besiktas clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Cruyff. Messi. Rangers are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
Mbappe. Plays a sharp little ball here. And it's Serginho. Messi. Messi! Oh, it's come loose. Delivers the bullish header! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
And here's Mbappe. Now it's Cruyff. And he was quick to react. And the keeper's got it again. Pickford, a keeper with complete command over his defence. Looking for the run. That is good alertness. And he's intervened well there. That has ended up in no man's land. Albert Ferrer. It's a really well-measured ball. Van Nistelrooy. Nicely spread. And that's not going to reach. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Chouameni distributed tidily. Albert Ferrer knocks it into space. Out for a throw. Nice bit of trickery. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. And he welcomes it in. And the shot! Goal! Besiktas! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's on it. Can he get away? And he's well positioned. Takes a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Rangers with the corner. They're first. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Mohamed Salah. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out. And Van Nistelrooy! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
And the first 45 minutes are up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. So your views on the first half?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Besiktas are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Besiktas really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Now it's Mbappe. Ferdinand makes the interception. Tries to play it through. Oh, no joy this time. And the ball is out of play. Chouameni. And it's Gerrard. That's a good ball out wide. And it's Van Nistelrooy. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well read, nice interception. Pull it. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And the return pass. Gerrard. Serginho providing an outlet on that flank. And here comes the corner. Corner number 2 then. Besiktas are looking to go forward now. Owen, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Mohamed Salah. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it.
Aha, Jubi. Sniper'ın üstadı.
Serginho. Besiktas.
Sniper'ın hocası Jubi.
Late in the first half here. 1-0 the score.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space...
It's a mighty effort.
Siz çıkarsınız tabii canım. Biz ne sniper oynayabiliyoruz ne futbol oynayabiliyoruz. Sizin gibi üstadların yanında bizim bire çıkmamızın imkanı var mı? Jubi Başkan. Tabii canım, öğretmeniz lazım yani bana bu sniper'ı.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Chouameni. Park Ji-sung. Rooney. That's a cute ball. That's a nicely shaped ball. Dida gets his hands on it and the danger is averted.
Rangers really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Besiktas clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He has found the way through. Terrific header. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very,
Arkadaş benim bu bilmiyorum. Golü aldık, goldan dedik. Goldan değildi. Ayarı düzeltmeye çalışıyoruz şu anda. Sniper'ın ayarını o ayrı konu. Acaba diyorum
No way through.
onu da bahane etmek istemiyorum. Koddan dolayı mı? Daha önce de oynadım ben. Hem kod oynayıp hem
Goes for the header.
sen söyle hem kod oynayıp hem şey oynadığımız da oldu. Sniper'da oynadığımız oldu.
That could well have been
Bu kadar niye değişti benim oynama şeyim ben anlayamadım. Ha, ne oldu da oynayamıyorum şimdi? Daha önce eliminasyonda
Drogba.
öttürürüm ben adamı bilirsiniz.
Back they go.
6 kişinin içinden ilk 2'ye ilk 3'e girerim her oyunda daha önceden. Ne oldu da şimdi oynayamıyoruz onu bilemiyorum yani. Neye bahane uydursam anlayamadım.
pull it. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
İşte onu değiştirdim mi değiştirmedim ben anlamadım. Ben 80'de oynuyormuşum ben güya.
He's found the
O
way
ayarları tekrar yapmam lazım. Taramalıyla darayamıyorum. Daradım biraz düzeldi düşürdüm de zaten de. Daha önce taramalı yukarı aşağı sağa sola bir şeyler bak ya. Ya ben bir siktir et amına koyayım sniper'ını. Şuna bir konsantre olmam lazım benim ya. Siktir boş ver. 80'de de ben olmuyor işte.
It was casual.
Siktir et sniper'ı amına koyayım sniper'ını şimdi.
Proven costly.
Yeah, they've only
Ne
got
güzel
themselves
seriyi
to blame.
tutturdum gidiyordum ya.
Mistakes
Tüh.
in those areas are very punishable.
Konuştum mu oynayamıyorum ben arkadaşlar. Konsantre olamıyorum.
Bahar Hanım canı sıkıldığı için evrenine gelmişti. Bahar Hanım hep böyle. Hep canı sıkıldığı zaman evrenine geliyor. Çok küçüksün.
Hatırlayalım. Bak ne kadar doğru bir topa geçtik.
Besiktas can make their change now with a break in play. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
And it's Nedved. Messi.
Seni aradı. Merak etmiş. Kalktık geldi. Neden seni arıyor? Niye özür dilerim? Demek. Tabii ki o beni
Might be
arayacak.
that,
Biz de tabii ki
Peter. Maybe
geleceğiz
both
yani.
sides just going to have to settle for the
Allah
draw
Allah, ne
now.
oldu? Bir anlatır mısın? Aziz Uras Maran'la evlendim. Gerçek mi bu? Evlenip eve mi
It's a pretty
geldiler
loose
de?
pass. Oh, that's a key interception. Park Ji-sung. Serginho. No, it's Park Ji-sung.
Ne gülüyorsun? Evren.
And Rooney.
Söyle komik bir şey varsa biz de bilelim.
Great vision.
Bahar Hanım
Sweating.
canı
He's
sıkıldığı
having
için
a
evrenine
shot.
gelmişti. Bahar Hanım
Fair
hep böyle. Hep
attempt,
canı
just
sıkıldığı
the
zaman
wrong outcome.
evrenine geliyor.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Senin derdin benim tutmam değil. Kaldır biraz biliyor musun?
Doğru. Evren. Bu söylediğin şey.
Oh, that's well done. Really robust.
Sağ ol Ali.
Bahar abla. Annem uyandı.
Nicely weighted ball. No, that's been intercepted. Can he get on the end of this? He's in a good... And a chance!
Ananı bacını sikeyim be.
And that is the last effort of the game. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they
Durum
get.
bok gibi Ali. Aynı hiçbir yere gelmedim. Duruyoruz öyle işte.
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall.
Ya sağa da çekti aslında. Niye girmedi anlamadım. O kaleci nasıl kurtardı onu anlamadım. Evet çıkacağız ya ikiye ondan izin vermiyor. Adamın koyduğu başlığa baksana amına koyayım. Pay to win rats. Tövbe olsun ya.
ediyorum. Hah.
Bu ücretsiz adamlarla oynuyor. Sırf ücretsiz bak.
Biraz
Onun için diyor.
şuradaki
Pay to win
eşyalar
rats diye.
yanacak. Ben onlara dokunmam.
Nasıl olacak ya, işte kaldıracağız, toplayacağız, bu kadar.
Onlar benim eşyalarım değil ya.
Biliyorum abi, biliyorum, ne yapalım, gözüm.
He, oynadın mı?
It's just about reaching a
Bakalım.
crescendo here as these
Ya
two
ben
sides get ready to
deminkini de
close.
yenmem lazımdı da
This is football at its
bunlar hep
finest.
üçten gelme adamlar ya. İkiye bile çıkamamış adamlar ama biz yenemiyoruz salak gibi ya.
These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim. Veron! Fantastic from Veron!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
And Veron! Azar. Now it's Azar. He's picked his way through. Azar plays it across. Makaleli. Now it's Owen. Now it's Baron. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He's found a way through. Now he's got space here. Owen showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And it's Beckham. Gets a good foot in there. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. It's come to nothing. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Rijkaard gets good distance on it. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Well, there's the clearance. Taken back almost at once. Looking for options for movement. Lazio upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Referee's given a throw. Now it's Baron. Davids. Now, can they get him away? Baron conjures time and space where few can. Rijkaard. Rodri, spread out to the left. Well, that is one way to stop him. Beckham. Robertson. Now it's Beckham. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Now it's Baron. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Alexander-Arnold. For Olise. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Cole! Oh, great save by Dida. Well, that has not gone well. Looking for a runner. Played into space out wide. That's a throw. Robertson is always looking to play quality balls. Tries to pass it through. Cole. Poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. He's going to be disappointed with that.
Besiktas can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Veron. And he's intervened well there. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Quality ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Besiktas clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one.
He's tried one! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Olise usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
Lazio finding their passes. Nesta. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Beckham. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Besiktas happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 19. Numero 18.
And we're underway again.
Numero 13.
Besiktas carrying a one-goal lead.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 9.
Rodri kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Messi.
Now it's Haaland. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he cuts out the supply. Pulit's constantly looking for the ball into the box. Now who's going to be first to this? Alexander-Arnold. And this is Messi.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And again! Lazio have their second corner now. That is decidedly lacking.
Haaland really reacted very quickly there, but couldn't quite find the finish he needed.
Alexander-Arnold gathers from the goal kick. Still just a single goal between the sides. Chance for a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Nicked it back promptly. And that is a little undercooked. Makaleli. Oh, that's well spotted. Alexander-Arnold. Nicely weighted ball. Now here's the delivery. And he's cut it out. Shapes to shoot! It's a goal! Lazio back on level terms. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Lazio are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Lazio grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Maradona. Oh, well measured. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone. Oh, what a dampener.
Gattuso hoca mı şey mi? Oyuncu Gattuso mu?
Sıkın hangisi? Sıkın hangisi? Elden de
Besiktas
sıkıldı.
have a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. The pass has gone astray.
Hoca olarak fena değil. Ara pasları güzel oluyor. Ama ben açıkta oynamıyorum. Ben onu sadece ara pasını şey yapsın diye geliştiriyor mu diye bakmak için aldım da geliştiriyor. Orada yazıyor zaten ara pasını şey yapar diye bilgilerinde. Ben bildiğim gibi aynı kendim gibi oynuyor. Açıktaymış. Yok şuymuş buymuş.
63 yaşında. Hastalığın son evresinde.
İyi iyi. Bakarız biraz sonra. Özelliğinde yazan şey için.
Beynindeki kitle rengininkinin 3 katı. Ameliyattan sağ çıkmasını bile
And now a sudden chance to
defalarca
counter.
söyledim, kızlarına da söyledim. Ama o hala ameliyattan sağ salim çıkacağını ve yeniden torunlarına
David.
kızlarına
Oh,
kalmasını
this looks sharp. And he
İki
was
tane
quick to
kızı
react.
bir kere geldiler. Onlara
Maradona.
bilgilendirdim. Sonra bakıcı
And here's
tutmaya devam
Haaland.
ettiler. Ama enteresan
And it's Rijkaard. He's having a shot! Oh, it's hit the post.
her kapı açıldığında içeri kim girerseniz.
Now it's Pele. Rodri promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, easy pickings there. That's been slipped through.
Emrullah Bey.
Besiktas really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Olsa yürüme ihtimali olduğunu düşünüyor.
He is through here. Gets his head on it! Goal! Besiktas! And they've got their lead back.
Doktor göğüslerince
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
canımız rengimiz.
Besiktas go into the lead.
Sence kaç?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Sence
Oh, that's a key interception.
tırnağı ne zaman yükselir?
Maradona. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Rolls it backwards.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Geçireceği zaman var artık.
Now it's Pele. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Başladığımız
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Maradona. Now it's Pele. Just 5 minutes left. And here's Haaland. Now this could be a chance. And that's him. Climbs up big. And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
And it's Maradona. Messi receives it in a wide position. And that is expertly dealt with. Shot could be great chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Makaleli. Maradona. And this is Messi. And Messi! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Pele. And that could set him on his way. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And that will be it. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business.
Evet. Burada ne diyor? Merkez parça orta alanda topa sahipken anahtar oyuncusu agresif şekilde ileriye doğru hareket eder. Her merkez parça anahtar oyuncu ara pasları. İşte bu yüzden hani ara pasa yüksek, ara pasları ve yüksek ara pasları hem de alıcının pas yakalama yeteneği daha isabetli olacaktır diyor. Ben de sürekli ara pas attığım için arkadaşlar ara pastan başka bir şey bilmediğim için bu oyunda üçgenler. Onun için bir deneyelim diye aldık. Fena da değil arkadaşlar. Boşluk kolyon, oyuncu pozisyon, SLK, SGK. Tabii ki bunda SLK, SGK oynatmamız gerekiyor. Da ben gene de bildiğim gibi oynuyorum. Siktir et ya. Biraz geliştirsin yeter zaten. İkili mücadele, yüksekten pas. Da iyiymiş bak. %30 üzeri oyuncular tarafından kazanma yapanı %200 artar diyor. 30 ve üzeri yaştakine %200 arttırıyormuş. Nasıl oluyorsa. İlginç. Dizilim de ayrıyetten fena değil. Biraz da şöyle açabiliriz aslında da. İyi yani. Şu Ronnie abimizi de onu diyoruz ya. Ama şimdi devam edelim biraz daha bakalım da kapatırım ben oyunu. Akşam yayınına kadar bir şeyler yapacağız. İddia yapacağız bir şeyler.
60'lara geri döneyim o zaman.
Güzel bir konuşmaydı. Pis konuşuyor. Çok gıcık bir çocuk. Gıcık. Bence tam senlik.
Hocam. Beni erken yollama. Çay içse bu biletimi aldım. Değiştiremem. Yasal olarak bildirim süren var hocam. Yani istesen de öyle 2 günde gidemezsin. Şaka yapıyorum. Bir an önce defol git de senden kurtulalım. Soğusun diye. Böyle. Çağla'ya çıkma teklif ettim bugün. Çıkma mı? Niye bunu herkes böyle bir tuhaf karşılıyor? Çıkma ne abi? Kaç yaşındasın sen? Çıkmanın yaşı mı var canım? Hayır. Yani bunu böyle isimlendirmen biraz sıkıntı. Nasıl? Tamam yani mesele durumla alakalı değil yani. Şimdi anladım. Yani sorun benim buna verdiğim isimle alakalı çıkma. Belki de bu yüzden cevap vermiyor. Ne dedi? Ya bir şey söylemeyecek sadece yırtıp kağıdı verecek.
This holiday news. Comfort just got enough break.
Can you bring my socks there and put my feet?
Perfect for cozy fall and winter nights.
Find my socks there.
Gifting or keeping all to yourself.
I'm waiting.
Every holiday moment feel extra special.
What's that? Yeah, let's see you're gonna put or not.
Or conditions apply.
Find there, somewhere there.
İşte bir kağıda Çağla'yı çıkar mısın ya?
Put it.
Bir tarafına evet, bir tarafına hayır ya.
Put it.
Why do I have to put this thing out?
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here. Ferdinand turning out for what will be his 400th appearance. There's a precious little point talking. Haaland! Goal! Morocco! And that's got him off to a flyer.
The perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and...
Shapes to shoot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Haaland deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Morocco with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
On our side today.
And he's decided to go
Adam
for
nasıl
it.
geliyor bak derken neyi kastediyor?
Very decent attempt. Morocco have their second corner now. Nedved. Luis Suarez. Besiktas are looking to go forward now. And it's Parla. Well seen. It's Neymar! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Vardı. Ben de öyle bir cin.
That's a throw. Ball's out once more. Oh, good take in a good area. Albertini. Parla. Now it's Luis Suarez. Nedved! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And this is Luis Suarez.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Goes down, but nothing given. Oh, good-looking ball. Jorginho deals with that comfortably. Quarter of an hour played. Can he get it through? Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's managed to get... Chance for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Short changes him with that pass.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage.
Just the goalkeeper to beat. Shoots! It's in! Besiktas back on level terms. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And this is Nedved. Oh, there's a probing ball. Haaland looks to get on the end of this. Oh, easy pickings there. Albertini is always looking to break lines. Some really good ball movement. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Dida claims comfortably. No, that's been intercepted. Haaland touches it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Neymar. And here's Haaland. Neymar. Now who's going to be first to this? Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Now, can they get him away? Oh, well played, well played. Oh, what's he done? Decent chance! Goal! Morocco! And back in front. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's
Ya yanlışlıkla dokundum ya. Amına kodum o oyunu ya.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And it's Neymar. Neymar. And here's Haaland.
Pretty robust defending. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Besiktas are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Parla. Makaleli. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Played back in. Hakimi looking to get on the end of this. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Luis Suarez. And he cuts out the supply. Saliba to Jorginho. And it's Hakimi. Looking for options for movement. And reclaimed it in a trice. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Haaland. Parla. Now it's Luis Suarez. Schneider, who's set up one goal so far. Now that looks a decent ball. Davids. And there is the half-time whistle. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
So off we go once more.
Besiktas really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Gets a good foot in there. Parla. Oh, nicely intercepted. Aimed beyond the defence. And it's Schneider. Knocks it into space. Haaland proves just a little bit too strong. Spread out to the left. No way through, so back it comes. That's good running with... And Albertini!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Jorginho. Saliba. And it's Jorginho. Parla. Hakimi. And it's Parla. Albertini. Now Alaba. Saliba. Schneider. Thuram did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Nedved. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And here's Nedved. Referee has just said play on. Now it's Haaland. Oh, well measured. He is through here. Corner it is. So, third corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking to play him in. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Bunları hazırladım. Şimdi eksik bir şey var.
It's
Size
Hernandez.
bakacağım.
Amına koydum çocuğu baydı beni ya.
Right here, right now.
Gitse de
it's not
kurtulsam diyorum
looking
ya.
favourable. They're chasing
5
the ball
defans işi
and the
bozuyor.
game.
No way through. And the shot!
Ne kodumun
And
oğlu ya.
again. Loose ball. And he's following up. And he hits the net. Two ahead. Late in the day. Game over surely. Haaland duly reaps his reward. Kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Morocco go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Hernandez with the delivery. Has a look and place it forward. Tries to play it through. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That looks a cracking ball. Face to face, the shot! He's got a goal! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
And he's being shifted off it.
Morocco surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
That's been cut out, well played.
Morocco nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
And this is Luis Suarez. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out.
There will be 1
Hakimi.
minute added time.
And that has left him in a heap. Hakimi has got himself a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Substitution for Besiktas. Number 5.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Bullet. Number 15.
Parla.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
No, he wasn't going to let him past.
Number
Owen.
10. Roberto
Jorginho concedes a free kick for that.
Gördüğünüz gibi kendisi tam bir orospu çocuğu. Amına kodumun çocuğu. İşte böyle orospu çocukları yüzünden oyun oynanmaz hale geliyor.
And
Kahpe
time
çocuğu.
is up.
Amına kodumun
Besiktas can
çıkardı.
justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Besiktas absolutely shocking here. Shockingly porous down the middle, which was painfully exploited, and that's left plenty for the manager to think about. A painful reminder of where standards really need to be.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running. Well, it seems fair to say, Jim, that Diego Forlan is the outstanding player in this lineup. Mohamed Salah! Goes looking wide. Great vision. Bellingham. And Cherki. That's a sharp pass. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bellingham. Scholes. Bellingham. Now he's got space here. Forlan in acres of space out wide. Roberto Carlos. Nice sequence of passes this. Cherki. And a chance! Really nicely worked opportunity, that. Some lovely exchanges.
The 1 and 2 touch football that cut through the middle was a joy to behold. Talent and technique of the highest standard.
Bellingham. No, that's been intercepted. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Now it's Bellingham. Messi. Knocks it into space. And this is Mohamed Salah. Shot a goal! It's hit the upright. Adams. Bellingham. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Forlan. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's found, and the shot! He's delivered all right! And it's Algeria who take the lead. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Well, that's clear cut. It's a free kick. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Oh, in charge, surely! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Cherki can see things others simply cannot. And the pass is intercepted. Nicely shaped ball. Dink through. And this is Torres. He's picked his way through. Oh, shooting chance! Nicely weighted ball. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Bellingham. Looking for a runner. Messi. That is good alertness. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Besiktas clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Drives it in. And he's heaved it away. Forlan. Bellingham. Forlan looking to get on the end of this. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Forlan is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And he's picked out the run. Could be danger here. Oh, that's a key interception. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Now it's Torres. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Pull it. Can he get it through? Knocks it out wide. He's got away. Can he get on the end of this? And here's Torres. And that's really well manoeuvred.
That's alert and sharp and very well played. Besiktas truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Now it's Messi. And it's been played through. And this is Owen. Oh, that's fabulous. Adams tries to... Messi! And that is doing no harm at all. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And this is Messi. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Maalesef gene düşeceğiz. Bilmem 2'den 3'e. Çıkıyoruz, düşüyoruz amına. Bir hayal.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Messi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, this looks sharp. And he's cut it out. And the referee brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Please make sure.
So your views on the first half?
Besiktas are very much up against it, and that's given the manager a real headache as to how to get his players to regain focus during half-time. He's going to have to get amongst the players and really lift them to produce something close to the best football if they're going to salvage this.
Here we go again then.
Besiktas really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Mohamed Salah. He's had it taken off him. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Forlan. Bellingham. That is ended up in no man's land. And that's put paid to a promising move. Bellingham. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And this is Torres. Forlan could try cutting inside here. Pass somewhat off target. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Great chance here from position A1. Forlan! That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
And this is Owen. And it's Bellingham. That's an imaginative pass. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
So we've reached the hour mark. Some really good ball movement. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Pullet dominates aerially so often. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Threads one in, and he's picked out the run. Great ball, and Messi sticks it away. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
So that goal then?
Well, I thought once he got the first part of it right by getting his knee over the ball, it was always likely to be drilled very low, and so it proved.
Besiktas grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Besiktas clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Owen! Bellingham. Scholes. Now it's Torres. Now it's Torres. He's got plenty of space out wide here. That's a lovely, neat pass. Algeria have got it back, and they'll have another go. Into the last quarter of an hour. And Torres! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Fernando Torres has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Algeria really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Substitution for Besiktas. Number 8.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Mohamed Salah. Number 25. Messi. Coming on the field.
Bellingham.
Number 3.
Oh, really well played.
And this is Torres.
22.
Well read.
24.
And the danger is averted.
Substitution in progress.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means.
Great chance! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Substitution for Besiktas.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Now it's Barob. Besiktas are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Torres. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Park Ji-sung. Now it's Torres.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
That's a cute ball. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And he shoots! It's loose now and they want to get it back. This time, surely! Oh, yes, it's there! And that may just do it! Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really...
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Besiktas can justifiably find this a hard one to
Görüşürüz
swallow.
gençler.
They gave it their all, but
Amına
ultimately
koydum
they have
oyunu.
fallen just...